Hello, you're welcome to the world of ABC Highlights. My name is Golda Abba Dai.
And my name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
It is a new week, and as usual, we are on your screens. We're bringing you buzzworthy stories from our own backyard, the continent, and across the globe. On to our first story. So, Nana, the Bureau of Public Safety calls for probe into police killing of 5 Botiano suspects. Apparently, there was a clash between 5 suspects who were suspected to be land guards and the anti-robbery unit. And this is the part that I want us to listen to. It says in a statement signed by Nanayaw Akudja, the executive director of the Bureau of Public Safety Civil Society, the organization said similar incidents in recent past sends fear down the spine as the suspects may be innocent. This portion. With great distress, we acknowledge the possibility that the 5 individuals may have fallen victim to what appears to be an unjustified use of force. Not victim, use of force. So, is he saying that there's a possibility that these 5 people may have been innocent and may not have been, land guards as we are being made to believe? 5 lives. That is crazy.
It is. And regardless of them being innocent or not, they shouldn't have to die. Even if they've committed crimes that are duly justifiable means to punish them, not to kill them. Their families don't need to mourn the death of their loved ones because of an unlawful or mistaken shots fired.
Well, we're following the story, so we will see how it goes.
Definitely, we'll bring it to you. So we're moving on to our next story, and this is coming from the camp of former president and the flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, who, when addressing the NDC's European Chapter Congress in Holland, said that even though his government was not perfect, he is better than the reckless government that is led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And this comes after conversations on social media, on traditional media, conversations in the country and Ghanaians abroad about how even though this government is bad, it's not as bad as Mahama's government. And they're always bringing back scandals, whether it is the Doomsaw or it is a Bash branding scandal or the Akonfem scandal. Like, everybody keeps on saying, this may be hard times, but we've seen harder times under Mahama, and he just wants to make it clear. Yes, he admits that his government was not perfect, but
he believes
all in all,
they did better.
They did better than the NPP is doing at the moment.
Well, no, we do know that the job of the minority is always to keep the current government on its toes.
Yes.
So whether he's saying that because he actually believes that the government isn't doing right, well, we hope that they listen and do better. But, we are going to vote, soon. So if we do vote, we're going to find out who we vote for. And whoever is in power will let us know whether when they were in opposition, they did the right thing or they will do better.
True. And there's one thing that's always bothered me about this country particularly, because it's a general political concept, but Ghana doing it is funny to me. Lesser of two devils when it comes to political party governance. If you truly do believe that the NPP is reckless and are doing nothing, are they the yardstick you measure yourself with?
Maybe in future we will have Ghanaians say, okay, we're going to give a completely different party a chance.
Even if we don't, I really feel like if you truly believe somebody did absolutely nothing or has been worse, maybe this shouldn't be the standard you hold yourself to.
Well, like I said, if they come to power, they do come to power, we shall refer him to this statement.
Well, let's not say we are waiting to refer him to that statement.
On to our third story. So the finance minister is dealing with a lot. I think the last time in one of our conversations, we did talk about how we are hoping to hear what, the 3 billion is going to be used for. It looks like we're not the only ones who are thinking that the minority has called for him to give them, a report on the IMF bailout program. So we're waiting to see what he says they're going to do with the money. What do you want to hear him say?
What they are going to do with the money?
Nothing in particular.
Nothing in particular. I mean, we want to hear them talk about what government expenditure is going to look like with this first tranche, because they themselves have talked about, even the IMF also talked about how we are in the predicament we are in also because of reckless, or lack of better word, reckless government expenditure.
Yeah.
So, And this government has also talked about going into this new era, onto this new path with a disciplined way of spending. So I really want to know how that looks like with the first 600 million.
All right.
Exactly. So, guys, on to the next story. The newly sworn in Chief Justice, Justice Tukono, vows to enhance efficiency of the judiciary through technology. She was signing on 12 June, and during her speech, she mentioned that even though over the last 20 years, Ghana has been trying to automate our judiciary system, only 60% of courts use computers in doing their jobs. And I think coming in, what she's vowed to do as something that's really important to her, she's prioritized it, is to ensure that she really makes sure that we use technology to sort of make the judiciary system more efficient, which I think will help.
I think it's great, Nana, because when you go to most of these institutions, how do I put it? The processes are cumbersome. Take the paper here, go here, get this done. So if you can go through, technology and be simple, that would be great. I think that's a great initiative.
Exactly. And I think it would even help us become more like beyond the judiciary system and their processes. You can access public records of offenders, whether it's sex offenders, easily. When we can do that, I think it would be amazing. She happens to also be the third.
She is. Power to the women.
Yes, she's the third female chief justice that we've had. So who runs the world? Girls do. So we are moving on to our last story. And this is coming from, I think this came at the perfect time, by the way. So the Presbyterian Church in Brangahafo has paid the fines and has freed 15 inmates at the Sunyani Central Prisons.
That is wonderful.
And I say this came at the perfect time because just last week we were talking about fines and the judiciary system and how we feel like certain fines are a bit too high for people to pay. And some people are rotting in jail because they couldn't pay some amount of money. Well, in total, they paid about I think they paid about 28,392 Ghana cedis.
That is what?
Yes, and the fines ranges from 460 Ghana cedis to 2,640 Ghana cedis. So somebody was in jail because they couldn't pay less than 500 Ghana cedis.
I think in our last conversation, we also did talk about where we're hoping the justice system comes up with fair fines for people.
Exactly.
Don't tell me to go steal a goat and stay in prison for 5 years, and maybe the fine for that is like 2,000 cedis.
Exactly.
I stole a goat. I don't have 2,000 cedis. So we're grateful to the Presbyterian Church.
I don't know if that's how the judges would always want to approach the issue with us in regards to what you have, because if they do charge you what you have, then you wouldn't necessarily also feel like you've been punished enough.
No, that's not even what I mean. I just mean that looking at the crime, give it a fair sentence. If community work will let them be okay, and I don't mean that the person has committed a crime, so just let the person go. I'm saying fair sentences. For example, look at what we talked about the last time.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that's what I mean.
So thank you, and I think God bless the church. They're in their mandate. They're doing what the church is supposed to do.
They are.
The Bible says feed the hungry and give money to the poor. Get them out of prisons if you can. Enough of building big mega institutions. Do your work as a church.
Thank you very much, Presbyterian Church.
Yes, thank you. And that's how we're wrapping up today. This has been ABC News Highlights. My name is Nana Kwame Brobe.
My name is Golda Abadayi. For more news, please visit abcnewsgh.com, our social media handle, abcnewsgh_.
Yes.
See you.